Gut, und zurück bei Man of Medan gucken wir jetzt mal, ob wir den Generator finden und hoffen mal, dass wir nicht den Entführern nochmal über den Weg laufen, weil das Vergnügen kann man sich auch sparen, glaube ich. Ist das ja nicht ein Generator? Fragezeichen. Und wo ist Alex Maske? Ne, Brads Maske eigentlich hin? Er hatte doch eine Gasmaske bei, oder nicht? So.
Hey, hey, I found it!
Oh, thank God. And it's working! Yeah, this is it, all right. Just throw the switch and let's get back upstairs.
Wollen wir das wirklich?
Okay, let's get back upstairs. There's gotta be another way up.
We lost power, but we have it back. Can you hear me? Over!
Please state your situation. Over.
We need help, now! There are things on the ship that are trying to hurt us. Over!
Recovery mission is en route to your location. Over.
Oh, come on, work them in!
Woher wissen die jetzt unsere Koordinaten? Die haben sie doch beim letzten Mal nicht verstanden. Okay, Militärkanal. Die Gruppe fand ein Funkgerät und nahm Kontakt mit einer Militärstation auf. Sie gaben ihre Koordinaten an. Das Funkgerät lief wieder, als es mit Strom versorgt war. Die Stimme am Funkgerät sagte, dass Hilfe kommen würde. Das klingt doch schon mal gut. Brad und Julia gingen im Funkraum den Schacht hinunter. Komm schon. Okay, ich würde sagen, wenn ich einen von den zwei...
The rebreather!
The fisherman must have brought it over from the Duke of Milan.
You think it still works?
Looks like it's got a little juice left. Maybe a couple of minutes. Should we bring it with us? I mean, it's heavy.
It's just gonna slow us down.
Ja, wir lassen es mal lieber da.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, das gefällt mir nicht. Ich glaube, wir hätten es doch lieber mitnehmen sollen.
Salaud, je sais ce que t'essaies de faire. De quoi tu parles, tu veux me tuer? Hein? Mais c'est moi qui vais te tuer. Dis-moi seulement où est ce putain d'or?
T'as perdu la tête ou quoi? Non. Je t'en prie. Non.
Je t'ai dit de la fermer, sale menteur. Ferme ta gueule de merde. Tu dis n'importe quoi. Tout ce que tu racontes, c'est des conneries. Alors, ferme ta sale gueule de merde.
Écoute. Écoute-moi. Non. Fais pas ça. T'as qu'à... Ah!
Je t'avais dit de fermer ta gueule.
Oh, fuck.
Maintenant, c'est moi qui viens chercher. Les esprits des morts viennent me chercher. Je vous attends, bande d'enculés. Ah!
wait.
I think we should try to avoid that.
Yeah.
Das ist eine gute Idee. Wo ist denn jetzt diese Kappe? Hat der Olsen die jetzt mitgenommen, oder? Ja, muss er ja. Ah ne, da liegt sie, glaube ich. Ne, das ist ein Zettel. Ah. Jetzt lauft.
Oh, thank God.
Nicht lange. Laufen. Alter Schwede. Nee, nicht schon wieder.
There's no use hiding, you little foot. What's the problem with sharing all that gold, eh? There must be plenty of that to go around, more than enough. And we're all in this together, right?
Die wollen das Gold gar nicht mal, wir wollen bloß weg.
You can't have all the gold. And I'm to be left here to die. But Hey!
Lock it! Oh my God, lock it! Are we safe? Please tell me we're safe.
Yeah, totally. I mean, these doors are meant to withstand all sorts of stuff.
Noch einen Verrückten mit vorstellen.
Okay. None of you move. None of you go all changing on me now. Turn around. Slow. Real slow.
Oh,
Okay. All right. No changing. None of that. Raise your hands up. Slow. No, not like that. I said no changing.
Please, we've got no problem with you. We just want to get out of here. Please.
I'm sorry, but if you're breathing, then you don't got much of a choice in the matter. You don't got a say. Ah! Not again! It's all gone changing on me!
What? What's changing?
Stay away! Stay back from the mist!
what? There's no mist, man.
Don't breathe it! Don't breathe the mist!
Wir sagen mal lieber nix.
It's inside now. Inside with us, now!
Please just calm down.
Stop! Stop! It's in one of us, isn't it?
Put the gun down, now.
Why would you say that? Why are you telling me what to do? Yeah, you breathed in the mist! It's happening. I can feel it!
Okay, all right, look, there was, something back there. Maybe a mist or fog, maybe?
I knew it! I told you! Did you breathe it in?
Ne, wir sagen nichts.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Oh nein.
Did you breathe the mist or not? Oh. Ah!
No, no!
Ich glaube, da hätte ich doch lieber was sagen sollen. Ich glaube, am besten wäre gewesen, dass jeder was davon eingeatmet hätte. Obwohl, am Ende hätte er beide erschossen.
Wait by the radio.
Why?
I'm gonna check the next level. There might be some more gear down there we can use. I'm not going far. Just wait by the radio.
Oh Gott, damn. Okay, das regt mich jetzt schon ein bisschen auf mit Julia.
Bliss, come here!
I saw the big guy. He had the distributor cap. We gotta go after him.
Das ist ja schon wieder der Dings, der Kurator. Also. Ja, wir hätten für ihn den, Neubeatmer, ich habe den Namen vergessen, mitnehmen sollen, das Atemgerät. Also. Das macht es teilweise nur noch schlimmer, wenn man sich im Nachhinein anguckt, was man hätte anders machen können. Aber egal.
This must have been what we just heard.
Sie ist tot, daran lässt sich nichts ändern.
Oh no, what's that?
Doesn't matter. We need that distributor cap. Here! He had to have come this way.
Es ist egal, oh Gott, und dabei waren es die Schüsse. Wenn er das wusste. Hätte er das jetzt nicht gesagt.
Holy crap! Look at that shit!
Ist hier rein? Nee. Okay, Alter. Okay, darüber werde ich mich, glaube ich, noch eine Weile ärgern. Aber egal.
There he is! I think we can make it across.
Sure.
Schön, dass er vor uns abhaut, aber...
Oh, boy. There's something here.
Aber wir brauchen ja eigentlich die Verteilerkappe. Die hat er ja leider.
I'm not gonna make this jump, Alex. I'll have to find another way around.
Ist Olsen gerade an einem Herzinfarkt gestorben? Habe ich das gerade richtig gesehen? Wenn ja, haben wir ja jetzt eigentlich keine Gegner mehr hier auf dem Schiff. weil Danny wurde ja von Olsen getötet. Junior hat sich selbst erschossen. Und Olsens Geist verfolgt uns noch anscheinend. Ne, und Olsen ist ja jetzt dann an einem Herzinfarkt von uns gegangen. Was hast du uns denn zu sagen? Sie werden sie nicht überall in der Anlage herumlaufen lassen. Die Suche nach Jones könnte also schwierig werden. Ihre primäre Aufgabe ist klar, aber sobald sie ihr Ziel erreicht haben, lautet ihre sekundäre Mission, Jones und seine Männer zu finden und sicher nach Hause zu bringen. Passen Sie gut auf sich auf und bleiben Sie stets wachsam. Ihr Land braucht Sie. General Henry Resner, US Army. Streng geheim. Zu Händen Captain Harold Fisher, CW5 Walter Bishop, CW4 Tom Palmer. Harold, Tom, Walter. Laut militärischem Geheimdienst sind Sergeant Jones und 5 seiner Männer bei einer Aufklärungsmission an der Wasseraufbereitungsanlage verschwunden. Der Kontakt zu unseren Leuten vor Ort ist abgerissen, die Lage ist äußerst ernst. Niemand weiß, ob sie in Gefangenschaft geraten sind oder noch leben. Diese Positionsmeldung erfolgt bei der Annäherung an die Anlage. Seitdem herrscht Funkstille. Die Anlage ist schwer bewacht, natürlich werden sie erwartet, aber... War da jetzt... Moment. Habe ich das jetzt nicht ganz zu Ende durchgelesen, oder? Aber. Okay.
Fuck! Look at that. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Der arme Aus. Hast du mal bitte nicht die Ratte an? Wir sagen mal nichts. Drei Köpfe, 3 Arme. Nein. Wir machen jetzt einfach mal nichts, weil wir wissen ja, dass das
It's okay.
Halluzinationen sind.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fliss.
Gotcha.
Dann müssen wir jetzt eigentlich nur noch... Ich wollte gerade sagen, jetzt müssen wir eigentlich nur noch zu den anderen beiden, aber... Ja. Er schien ja jetzt nicht unbedingt besorgt wegen Julia zu sein.
All right. Let's try it. All right.
What the hell is this place?
Oh, Conny, bitte nicht.
Is it abandoned? Hello? Alex, Julia! Are you guys here?
Gut, ich gehe mal davon aus, es sind noch 3 am Leben. Die 2 Geschwister haben es nicht geschafft. Gott sei.
I should have been there. She died. Maybe I could have done something. Maybe it could have been me. God knows it should have been.
Moment.
That's it. Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can't do better next time around. Impressive. Almost everyone survived. Almost. Things became a little intense, but Alex kept his nerve. Well done, Alex. Well done, you. It's all about decisions, isn't it? Decisions made in a hurry, in a panic, made with the heart instead of the head, or vice versa. Sometimes those decisions take a long time to have repercussions. But there are repercussions. There are always repercussions. Till we meet again. Maybe in Little Hope, maybe somewhere else. But be certain, we will meet again. It's inevitable.
Won't you spare me over till another year? 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 Oh, death, oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Well, what is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I open the door to heaven or hell.
Everybody's looking, trying to find a way out. See them seeing every day what this world's all about. You're realizing that it's hard, you're trying to pick the right path. There's poor people, poor streets inside the neighborhood mass, bearing scars of the past. They keep trying to escape destiny within their eyes. These are the tears of our fate, all these numbers of our lives that we keep trying to equate. They got us living every day, we're in search of that gate. Pray.
Oh, death, oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Oh, death, someone would pray. Won't you come and call me another day? The children prayed, the preacher preached. Time and mercy is out of your reach.
Lo and behold, the pale horse and the rider who decides the fate of one who made a failed choice. With a tail off behind it, it trails off in a fire that spark those who don't know they're stuck on a stale course. Yeah, we all face death when it comes to take your breath, usually without knowing how many days are left. Some raise their chest, others cower when it comes, whether you're living in the towers or down in the slums.
Oh, death, oh, oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? I'll fix your feet till you can't walk. I'll lock your jaw till you can't talk. I'll close your eyes till you can't see this very hour. Come and go with me.
Praying heaven's coming, praying it doesn't come late. This is for real, man. It's how I push through my pain. When ashes always falling in death's rain. It's cold outside. Death look me in my eyes. Hold through these plans, man. We gotta be wise. Hold through together. Ende, will rise. I'm saying peace for all my people that can see through the lies. Nkandala la brisa running up her thighs while she's singing.
Oh, death, oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? I'm death, I come to take the soul, to leave the body and leave it cold. Draw up the flesh off of the frame. Dirt and worm both have a claim.
Take a moment to reflect on. Think of all the things in your life that you slept on, or slipped through your fingers like Teflon, cause you lost your focus, steady thinking about the next dawn. Saying that the next dawn you'd make things better, but you didn't get a chance to make your reparations. Better make some preparations, but if you're not ready yet, death comes for all of us, my friends, so you better get.
Oh, death, oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? 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 Won't you spare me over till another year?
I just saw someone in the woods.
Whoever it was, they're gone.
Going to school.
Okay, very good. Who's there?
I fashioned her with my own hand.
Okay, dann war's das aber anscheinend auch schon mit Man of Medan. Ja, ist doof, dass jetzt 2 Charaktere gestorben sind. Julie hat eigentlich auch schon gereicht, aber naja, ne? Conrad musste da ja unbedingt nochmal reingehen. Es ist, ja. Was mich aber ein bisschen gewundert hat, ist, woher wusste Conrad denn bitte, dass das Schiff da ist und dass wir auf dem Schiff waren? Weil er ist ja schon los, bevor die anderen überhaupt von dem Mandschurei-Gold wussten. Also die Entführer. Und ja, naja, egal. Das ist gut. Wir haben auf jeden Fall gerade noch ein Ausblick auf Little Hope bekommen, das ja, glaube ich, am 28. Oktober, 29. Oktober rauskommt. Und dass wir dann natürlich auch Let's Playen werden. Oder dass ich dann auch auf jeden Fall Let's Playen werde. Ja, also ich hätte eigentlich eher damit gerechnet, dass ich aus Man of Medan jetzt so um die 30 Folgen rausbekomme. Aber ja, gut, dann hätte ich glaube ich, nur 10 Minuten Parts machen dürfen. Von daher, naja, ist das dann auch nicht so gut wäre das dann auch nicht so gut gewesen. Was haben wir denn für Bonusinhalte hier? Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Eieiei. Die Geschichte des Horrors in Anthologien. Gucken wir uns das hier mal noch an. Zum Abschluss. Also die
The horror anthology is much loved and has an established pedigree across all forms of entertainment. From Twice Told Tales by Nathaniel Hawthorne in 1837 to Clive Barker's Books of Blood in the mid-80s, and with the likes of Blackwood, Poe and Lovecraft in between, short story horror writing has long been a popular format. Largely regarded as the first published horror anthology, Twice Told Tales is a collection of mostly previously published stories from The Token, an annual illustrated gift book published in Boston. The author of Twice Told Tales, Nathaniel Hawthorne, was born on July the 4th, 1804, in Salem, Massachusetts. His great-great-grandfather was John Haythorne, a Puritan, and one of the judges who presided at the Salem witch trials of 1692. In 1842, Edgar Allan Poe reviewed Twice Told Tales for Graham's magazine, concluding that Hawthorne was a man of indisputable genius. By this time, Poe, also from the state of Massachusetts, had already written his own collection of short stories for publication. This collection, titled Tales of the Grotesque and Arabesque, was published in 2 volumes in 1839. The horror anthology had become a recognized format. and after also writing many short stories for newspapers and magazines, Algernon Blackwood's first publication, The Empty House and Other Ghost Stories, was released in 1906. Blackwood went on to write such classics as The Willows and The Wendigo, which was first published in another anthology, The Lost Valley and Other Stories, in 1910. Fast forward 74 years to 1984 and the first publication of Books of Blood. Each book was a collection of horror stories written by British author Clive Barker, the first of which catapulted Barker to legendary status in horror writing, with Stephen King proclaiming him the future of horror. Several of the stories from Books of Blood have been adapted successfully for film, including Rawhaired Rex and The Midnight Meat Train. Barker adapted The Yattering Jack in 1986 for use in George A. Romero's anthology TV series Tales from the Dark Side.
I take it you will remain.
Short-form storytelling arrived on a new medium in 1938 when the radio show The Mercury Theatre on Air broadcast an adaptation of Dracula.
I have never seen Count Dracula by day. At sunrise, the first cock crow is gone.
The series was the creation of Orson Welles and John Houseman and became most famous for its broadcast of War of the Worlds, which terrified listeners, believing that the alien invasion was a reality. From 1942, the radio drama series Suspense broadcast more than 90 short plays on CBS radio for 20 years, often featuring some of Hollywood's leading stars. Initially, the series seldom used material that would be classified as horror, fantasy, or science fiction, but by the late 50s, this became a regular occurrence, including material such as H.P. Lovecraft's The Dunwich Horror. One episode, The Hitchhiker, broadcast in 1942, featured a performance by Orson Welles and was later adapted for an episode of The Twilight Zone in 1960. 1947 saw the debut of Quiet Please, a radio horror and fantasy series created by Willis Cooper. Cooper had been a writer for Orson Welles' Campbell Playhouse, which had succeeded the Mercury Theatre on Air.
Please, which is written and directed by Willis Cooper and features Ernest Chappell. Quiet Please for tonight is called Camera Obscura.
The play's scripts often broke the fourth wall by speaking directly to the listener, a technique much adopted in later horror anthologies. In his book, Terror on the Air, Horror Radio in America, Richard J. Hand wrote that Cooper had enjoyed creating roles for the audience, including implicating them in the action of the story itself, indicating a clear desire to create horror as interactive entertainment more than 70 years ago. The show ran for 2 years. Forward 50 more years in radio, and in October 2010, we see the debut of Larry Fessenden and Glenn McQuaid's radio show, Tales from Beyond the Pale. Successful genre filmmakers in their respective rights, the two began producing episodes under Fessenden's studio, Glass Eye Pix, influenced by the works of Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre, and Orson Welles. Fessenden would later partner with the show's sound designer, Graham Resnick, to write the scripts for Supermassive Games' critically acclaimed horror debut, Until Dawn, and for the first game in their Dark Pictures horror anthology, Man of Medan. In film and TV, short-format horror has been successfully represented many times since The Twilight Zone in 1959. Created and presented by Rod Serling, The Twilight Zone ran for 5 seasons on CBS from 1959 to 1964. Each show was a standalone story featuring characters faced by surreal and often disturbing events. Serling's introductions and conclusions to each show summarized the story and provided some justification for the events and, often, the moral of the story. In 2016, Rolling Stone placed The Twilight Zone at number 7 in its list of the greatest shows of all time. The 1972 film Tales from the Crypt is highly regarded by fans of the genre. Starring Peter Cushing and Joan Collins and featuring Ralph Richardson as the Crypt Keeper, it is an anthology film based on stories from EC Comics and one of several Amicus horror anthologies produced in that decade. And in 1989, HBO launched a horror anthology series under the same name, also based on EC Comics, which ran until July 1996. 1982 saw the release of Creepshow, a dark comic horror anthology film directed by George A. Romero. Influenced by and a homage to the material from the EC and DC comics of the 1950s, its entirely original material was written by Stephen King, and it is a somewhat tongue-in-cheek expression of the horror genre. 25 years on, and in 2007, Trick or Treat presents another set of horror shorts as a dark comedy horror anthology film. And then, in 2012, a very different anthology film with a very different tone, VHS. Created by Brad Miska and Bloody Disgusting, an American horror genre website and film production company, VHS is a much darker horror anthology film. Comprising 6 short horror stories and linked by a found footage theme. 2 of the stories, Second Honeymoon and Tuesday the 17th, were written and directed by Ty West and Glenn McQuaid. Other examples in film and TV that are more than worthy of mention are Roger Corman's 1962 anthology, Tales of Terror, based on 3 Edgar Allan Poe short stories and featuring Peter Lorre, Vincent Price, and Basil Rathbone. The 1963 Italian horror anthology Black Sabbath, narrated by Boris Karloff. The TV series Night Gallery, a spiritual successor to, or certainly a close relative of, The Twilight Zone, fronted again by Rod Serling and focusing more directly on horror, which ran from 1969 to 1973. Stephen King's Cat's Eye of 1985. John Carpenter's 1993 film Body Bags, featuring the likes of Sam Raimi, Wes Craven, and Mark Hamill, and Southbound, a 2016 road trip horror anthology by a number of the collaborators on VHS. From written fiction through radio, cinema, and TV, and now video games, horror anthology is a format that both creators and horror fans enjoy. And it's a format that has existed for almost 200 years. Long may it continue.
Okay, das ging eine ganze Weile. Also, ich hätte echt nicht gedacht, dass es jetzt doch nochmal so lange geht. Ich dachte, das wäre ein Kurzfilm von 2 Minuten oder so. Aber ja, ich glaube, die 2 machen wir in einem Extra-Part nochmal. Ja, hätte ich die 3 lieber in einem Extra-Part eigentlich gemacht, aber das ist jetzt egal. Ist jetzt zu spät. Aber ich würde dann sagen, das war's dann von diesem letzten Gameplay-Part von Man of Medan. Und als letztes kommen halt noch die 2 Szenen da noch. Von daher, bis dann und tschüss.